Very good morning to you. Welcome to my thought for the day. We are in 2 Peter 3. I can't believe it. We're almost at the end of the book. We're just looking at verse 10 of chapter 3. We thought yesterday about why it is that God has waited so long before sending the Lord Jesus back. And the reason we discovered from Peter is that God is using his forbearance, his patience, because his longing is that as many as possible should come into the kingdom. That is his heart, and that is why the delay. But now he goes on to say, but even though we're having this long wait, and it's been a very long wait, the day of the Lord will come. He is absolutely certain of it. This is a man who walked with Jesus for 3.5 years. He saw him teach. He heard the words he spoke. He heard the difficult things that Jesus spoke and the easier things. He saw how he handled people. He saw how he fulfilled every promise of the Old Testament absolutely perfectly. And he, Peter, knew his Old Testament, and he knew the promises in the Old Testament about the bits of the Messiah's existence that had not been fulfilled in the lifetime of Jesus. The glorious ones, the ones that talk about the lion laying down with the lamb and the child playing over the hole of the asp and having no injury, and the peace over the world, all these great and wonderful promises of the Messiah's reign on this earth that have not been fulfilled. And he also heard Jesus talk about when he would come again. And he knew that Jesus would be faithful and would keep his promise. All his promises are yea. He will keep them. So Peter is absolutely certain the day of the Lord will come like a thief. And Jesus himself used the illustration, didn't he, of the thief that comes. You know, if you knew, he says, if you knew when the thief was going to come, you would bar the doors, you'd put extra people guarding inside the doors and inside the windows to prevent the thief getting in and stealing your goods. And if we knew the day that Jesus was coming, then we would be very good that day. And we would be very good probably the week before in preparation for his coming. But we don't know when he's coming and when he comes. And there are many views on the order of events when he comes, but the ultimate thing when Jesus has returned will be that this world, this heavens will disappear. This world, all the elements will be dissolved. This world, it's interesting when you think about the creation and you read the first couple of chapters or 3 chapters of Genesis. God's intention was for this creation to contain within it beings that would live forever, because the tree of life was in the center of the garden. But when they sinned, they were not allowed to take the fruit of it. But this world was intended to be the home of humanity and of the animals and everything for eternity, and man to live forever. That changed. So this world, unfortunately, has been corrupted by sin, and it needs to be renewed. It needs to be changed, and it will be. It will end, and a new heavens and a new earth will be created. But so we're not intended. So we mustn't cling to this world too strongly. You know, this world is decaying. The civilizations on this world are rotting. The further away we get from Jesus in time, the more evil our world has become. And it cannot be long before Jesus comes. I don't have a prophetic word to say when he will come, but the certainty is that he will. And this gives an urgency. We need to be faithful. We need to be faithful, living our lives for Jesus every day. You know, we don't get a day off. We don't get a day off. any more than Jesus had a day off. People were always pursuing him, wanting stuff from him. We don't get a day off, and when you go on holiday, you don't go on holiday from being a follower of Jesus. There's no time off. We have changed. We have been born again. We're in a different family. Just like when we go on holiday, we don't leave our families. We don't change who we are. We pursue him even when we're on holiday, and often on holiday we have opportunities we don't normally have to speak to people about Jesus. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. And Jesus warned people about that, and he asked people to be faithful, that every day as we serve him, we should serve him as if he was here with us, as if he'd already come, and not change anything, so that when he comes, there shouldn't be anything we change when he comes. If you think, well, if Jesus knocked on my door today and said, I've come, is there something you would change in your house or in your life today that you wouldn't want him seeing you doing? Interesting thought, isn't it? I didn't think I was going to go there today, but we have to be faithful servants. We have to serve when the master's not in the same room, just the same as we would serve if he was. But he is our friend, and he loves us, and he has redeemed us, and he has forgiven us. And we live in the light of that. And if we live in the light of the fact that Jesus is coming again, that this world is not our home, that we have a future eternity to come, we do not then need to fear death. We do not need to fear the ending of our lives, because it isn't an ending, it is a transition from this mortal to the immortal, as dear Paul says in 1 Corinthians 15, that we have to change because we are mortal. To live eternally, this body has to change, and it will when Jesus comes. And so it is as certain, but it's certain, but it's not defined. Perhaps that's the way to put it. We don't know when it will be, but it will be. No doubt about it. He is coming. He is coming back, and we are looking forward to him coming. Even so, Lord Jesus, come and sort this horrible world out, we ask. Have a great day. It's Remembrance Sunday. We'll be observing remembrance at our fellowship today, and I hope you will, if you can't get to a fellowship, I hope you will watch it on the TV and take part in the honouring of those who've given their all so that we could have the freedom that we have today. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.